Hello and welcome to this review of Powtoon. Stay tuned to the end because I'm going to talk about the big catch with Powtoon and why it might not be a problem for you after all. So I'm in the Powtoon dashboard. I'm using the free account and there's quite a lot you can do with the free account, and certainly I can show you how good I think Powtoon is. So first of all, if we're going to create a new video, we've got templates. And we've got loads and loads of templates that you can use. So if I click on this template, it starts playing. I'm going to stop it there. And you can edit it, and you just edit the text and things that you want. So you can get really good results really quickly using these templates. However, I'm going to click off the template and I'm going to go to blank. So you can capture your webcam as well. You can do horizontal, square or vertical videos, which is great. But I'm not going to create a new video because I'm going to load a video I've already made. And that's in my video. Now I'm going to go into edit so I can show you some things. So that preview you saw, unfortunately, I can't export it because I'm on the free version and you can't export the file directly. But I managed to build this in the free version, and had I had access to the paid version, I probably could have done a little bit better as well. Because if we go over here, we have loads and loads of assets. The assets are fantastic. So if I click on characters, we've got loads and loads of characters. Let's say I wanted to look for a policeman. You can see we've got police people. We've got these people. They're all in the pro package. So you obviously need to subscribe for that. But the characters I had access to were Omnis. And you can see for each character, you've got a range of actions that they do, and they do this automatically. You don't need to keyframe it, they do it. So there's lots and lots of things you can do. Scared, let's have a look at this one. She's scared. I seem to have put the same person in twice, so I'm just going to delete this. But you can go and swap the actions really easily, really quickly. Swap the characters, swap the actions, really easy. You can flip them around. It's all really good. So what I also like is the fact that you can search across all the assets, and that's something you don't get in so many of these explainer softwares. So house is going to be something I look for in props, and we've got all these things here. We've got videos, we've got images, we've got audio, we've got characters, we've got backgrounds. So I'm searching for house and oh, it's brought up these. That's going to be really useful. So I might want to put a living room together. Actually, if I go to this slide where it's inside the house, that would be much better than the background I originally had actually. So we've got all these really good assets that we can use. Now, assets aren't any good unless you can animate them for an explainer video. So let's just click on this box here and it opens up in the timeline. And you can see we can decide where it goes in the timeline. They all seem to have a half-second transition, but I can change where it appears or have no transition. And if I click here, I can pick the transitions. So I can have them slide in, reveal, smear. I can have them drawn in as well, which is really good. Once you set the transition, you can set a sound. Let's have pop 1 and let's just do a rough play of that. So you can hear I've got whoosh sounds in, and that just sells explainers. When you have the music, you have the transitions, and you have little sound effects, and they're really easy to add. I can also select lots of things all at once, and I can change the transitions and give them sounds, and it just makes things so much easier. Looking at this slide, now this would take quite a long time in other explainer videos, but what I was able to do was select all of them and go to align, and I could just line them up really easily. I could distribute them and line them up, and that's something that I always find missing in a lot of explainer softwares or a lot of visual software, quick aligning. So this didn't take me very long to do. I could do it really quickly and I got a really professional and polished outlook. Between slides I can add lots and lots of transitions, which is really good. In addition to video, I can make slideshows, etc. So if I click this, I get an animated slideshow. and it won't go on to the next slide until I click here. So that's quite good if I'm talking things through. So as much as I love Powtoon, there is a big but. And that was the but I was talking about at the start. And the but is the price. When I'm recording this, it happens to be in the Black Friday promotional period, and we could get the Pro Plus Pan for $25 per month. But that's $300 a year, even with 70% off. So if you didn't have 70% off, it would be around £1,000 a year to use Powtoon. Yes, you can get it cheaper at $20 per month, but think what this is saying is you might as well pay that extra $5 or another $60 per year. To me, that just seems too expensive. So that was the but. I think it's too expensive. If we go to export, you'll see we can't download the MP4. We can share a link, we can download an animated GIF, we can create a video page, we can export to Vimeo and YouTube, and we can download to PowerPoint. So if I go to the YouTube integration, I can export to my YouTube account, and I can export as public, unlisted, or private. So I'm going to export as unlisted. However, your video will be visible within Powtoon, and there's nothing you can do about that. If you want it unlisted within Powtoon, of course, you've got to upgrade. So we can only export to YouTube at 720. We can't do 1080, and it will include the watermark. So let's go and upload it to YouTube. So here we are with the video on YouTube. I've made it full size so that we can see it. Now, what you'll see is down here in the bottom, it is watermarked with Create with Powtoon. I've muted the video because otherwise you'll hear the playback, and you can see it's fine. If we skip to the end, I'm just going to go here. We've got a Powtoon outro, which again you might not want to have within your video, but I do think Powtoon is very good, and I certainly may start using the free version. Thank you, goodbye.